I don't know if it's possible to.
I think the answer is also in the exploring part of the Feldenkrais.
but you have to feel a desire to explore.
Yeah, the person has to feel it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because you remember I brought a colleague very in the beginning, but she has the feeling that she already knows. She said, "Oh yeah, he's very good. I know it already." It's not true.
Yeah.
But that's her idea, and then how do you convince a person like this? You don't.
And the other thing which some of my American colleagues have brought up is that not only is it difficult to convince them, but especially because it invalidates their previous experience. You know, like this Thomas today, he was like wonderfully open, and he told me, yeah, this teacher told him to drop, and then, but he's sort of like, he's seeing there's a problem, and then he wants to do something about it. But many people, they were taught to drop, and that's the way you play, or do the big wrist movement, do wrist circles, and that's the way you play, and they have no problem with it. And so I come along and say, look, don't do that shit, like stand up. And that, well, it's an invalidation of their entire experience. That's very difficult to accept. And many people will not. So, you know, it's understandable that there's a certain segment of the piano teacher world that the piano somatics will never be of interest. So, and then there's another group of pianists that could be if their curiosity was somehow piqued. Like, you know, there's a certain thing, but there's no use talking about it. It's just, you're invalidating their previous experience. And they loved their teacher, and they learned to play, and they love the way they play. So fine, that's fine.
And it takes a lot of time to explain, because when you have 5 minutes, it's not enough to explain what it is. When I wrote this report, it took me so much time to formulate it well. Because, explain what it is, what you do, because you have to, it's all about sensations.
That's right. How do you write a sensation?
How do you?
So it took me a lot of time to get a little bit nearer what I wanted.
I'd be interested if you have it in electronic form. I could put it into Google Translate and see what you did. I'd be very interested because I have trouble too explaining it. But the thing is, I've found that starting from the point of view of Feldenkrais for a pianist is way better than starting from a point of view of, oh, I have a new approach to piano technique. Because if it's Feldenkrais for pianists, then it's like, you don't invalidate their previous experience. It's just, you know, this Feldenkrais can help you do what you do better. Rather than you have to change everything.
Well, that's usually how I explain this.
But I think the difficulty, that's a very good way to approach.
Great.
The difficulty is that people that they think, I know everything. Then there is no door.
That's right.
I didn't find any door. It's I know it already.
Oh, but you know, I think they do. They really do know everything.
Do you?
And then I wonder, why aren't they on stage at Concertgebouw and Carnegie Hall and everything? It's this little niggling question I have, because you know, they really know everything.
Everything, but why?
Oh, yes.
Well, also, not everything is for everybody.
That is absolutely true.
And then you have to feel the spark. And when you, and then other people that feel the spark, they will come. And
and you will have to invest a lot of time. And you don't learn it overnight.
No.
So
I think this is my biggest lesson in life. You don't learn overnight. Only when you're very young, you think your memory is that you just learn overnight, but it's not true.
But
the memory.
Young brains are very flexible. She did amazing.
No, it's also you don't remember the steps.
That's right.
And you just do it, and then you're 12, 13, you just did it, and the memories are from good moments or traumatic, but if you have only good moments, then you have all these good moments, and then it looks like you just learned like this, poof.
Yeah, magic.
Magic, yeah. The magic of being yeah, before adolescence. The brain's so different.
Yeah. And actually, Piano-2 is designed to make that even more. Like, just do this stuff.
Just do this stuff.
And then they play great. You know? So they don't even remember why it happened.
It's great.
What also helps is when you have some physical problems, then you are more curious.
Oh, yes, for sure, yeah.
So,
Huge motivator.
yeah, so that's for me, it's also really a thing. The whole thing always been little, small physical problems, sometimes a little bigger, like now. but then so you're always searching for solutions. And so I was happy that Fritz mentions his lessons with you, and then a year later I decided to have lessons as well. Yeah.
Yeah. It is, you got this part.
Yeah, I thought.
Van die doosjes of zo. Doosjes, hè?
Functional integration is a very nice name. It's explained so well.
If you understand.
If you understand. No, yeah, integrate, yeah.
The example you mentioned about scoliosis, that's the FI you did with me in France. You remember?
I remember working a lot with the rib cage, but I don't remember the scoliosis.
Yeah, I mentioned at the beginning of the lesson, and
That you had a scoliosis.
it's not where you started at the feet.
Right.
And after half an hour, you
You were on
one
your
half
side.
of
Yeah.
one half of my back, and
Yeah.
let me feel how it could feel,
Right.
not strain. And because I have a small slight scoliosis, but as well as me, because right part of the back is much more
Who doesn't?
tense than the left part. So there's a big difference. And you let me feel how it could be. So I stood up and everything was totally loose and right. Fantastic feeling. So yeah, that's what you get in France. It was my first FI experience. And then that evening I had to play the Schumann.
That's right, and that was good. It's like you just went for it and everything integrated. Does this make sense to you, everything we're talking about? Is it like completely over your head? Do you have any questions? Do you have any questions about what happened yesterday when you first FI and then you played differently afterwards? Yes, and one question is how do I reproduce this? How do I recreate this? So you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna put my back like that. Not gonna really get the front. You have to, like, the Yitzhak moment is one very good thing. As soon as you're kind of spine is moving differently, your ears are moving differently. And another is the weight, a little bit more like this.
Yeah, that's what I.
And then just don't put your pelvis in a certain place in space, but maybe move it back a little bit forward. Back. So it's not a position, it's being able to move in and out of positions. So the way you were in the beginning, you were locked like this, you were proud as hell. Most violinists are like that. It's like, it's taught. Play with an open posture. Like, present yourself to your audience. And then this thing is like, oh no, it's horrible, it's slouched. But no, it's just the other side of the coin. We have an exterior life and we have an interior life. So just sort of, don't force yourself there, but just explore how can I be a little less exterior, a little more interior. physically, and then it happens emotionally and intellectually as well. It's very interesting.
Yeah, this, I think this is another one of the principles. That is, it's not about the posture, it's about being able, it's about the being movable.
Yeah, being able to move.
Being able to move from wherever you are,
Yeah.
that you can, if wherever, it doesn't matter in which position, most awkward, you're ready to go anywhere.
That's right.
And that's what he got from the judo, from martial arts.
That's right.
But he integrated so marvelously
Yeah.
in the method. It's not about the posture. Don't worry about the posture. It's about being movable. And that is something, yeah, that we have to experience to understand,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole methods.
Yeah.
But for her, that's just what you said. You just said yes. That's a very good thing to start with
Mm-hmm.
for a person that has no experience with the method.
Yeah, just
It's not about the posture. It's about
being able to move in and out.
being movable, not holding anything that goes towards the functional integration. All your functions are integrated.
I spent years like at the piano, still trying to put my hand into the posture and not being able to play the way I wanted because I knew it, but I didn't know it completely yet. So now it's going better, but for a long time it didn't really. I was too, the art structure, and that I was sort of
Interesting.
yeah. It took me a long time.
Ja, dat is wel een goed job zo hoor.
Yeah.
So are you ready to eat something?
We are ready
Yes,
to eat
we
something.
are.
Great.
Now, thank you for the lecture.
Oh, well.